With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. And for Toronto, we'll have to keep our eyes on the center matchup, Greg, in this one. These two bigs bring so much to their respective teams.
Yeah, and remember when people thought centers were going extinct? Look around the league. There's so much talent at that position, including the two guys we get to watch here tonight.
And the Cavaliers start out with the ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Number 5. That's his first personal foul.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid number.
Number 18. Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. ADB, after a 4-year absence, the Cavs made their playoff return in 2023.
That's right, Kevin. This team was obviously ready for the postseason. They lose a tough series with the New York Knicks, who had more experience. Some call it that gentleman's sweep, 5 games, but I think there's better things on the horizon.
And he makes both free throws. Now Toronto, Doris, losing in the play-in was a disappointment to say the least last year. But we know this is a young team.
Well, to your point, Kevin, if you look at the minutes distribution, in the top 8, 7 guys were under 30. But you've now had a head coaching change. There are some decisions to be made about which direction you're going in. Are you developing that young talent? Are you moving pieces to try to acquire a more veteran team?
From the stripe, Toronto grabs the miss.
You know, I'd have been very impressed if he had got that one to go. Tough D.
And it's blocked. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Inside. Off on the layup.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Ball's knocked loose. From 13, basket good.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to.
And so it's Cleveland with it. The Raptors getting the bucket. Teardrop shot, and he sinks the layup.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
One-on-one here. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
45. One shot.
One word, Doris, that comes to mind to describe this Cleveland team is scrappy.
Yeah, Kevin, it's the perfect descriptor because you love how hard and how together this group plays. And to me, that represents their culture.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Well, Doris, we know one thing the Raptors had benefited from was consistent leadership.
There's no doubt about that, Kevin. You think about the front office consistency, and success in the NBA generally starts from the top and trickles down. You can absorb a coaching change and still have a culture in place because, again, things start at the top.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. 7-point differential. To end the run, it's deflected. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Pulls up. Shot clock at 5. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, he sees the play developing, takes care of his responsibility. Just terrific job defensively.
.144 left to play in the first quarter. Down low. Ball stolen. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Number 21.
2 shots. Foul.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
The Raptors shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Number 4.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And the second free throw, good. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. They need this one. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Intercepted. And they're running. .50 seconds left to play in the first. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Number 13.
$19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And the layup falls.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
He can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
4.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
Doris, we're in the age of podcasts and social media, and we hear more than ever from the players, even right after games.
Kevin, I think that's probably the only danger, right, when emotions are running high. But I actually love the new age of league media. The reason being, the players can now be in charge of their own narrative. They have content, and they know how valuable that is.
And for Cleveland. And for Toronto.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. To the left wing from about 19 feet. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And the Cavaliers call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Timeout, Cleveland. We love to give away shirts to our loudest fans. Now is that time to grab a free shirt.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. It's deflected. Fast break Toronto. Oh, that's blocked. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Oddish. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the NBA is looking to expand its footprint, and a franchise south of the border could potentially hold tremendous appeal. Commissioner Adam Silver said Mexico City is the largest city in North America. It could also be a gateway to all of Latin America. The opportunity to flip a switch in terms of opening up a large geographical area to NBA interest. Kevin?
That's interesting. Thanks, David. And the first one drops. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. To the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Banked in off the glass.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Poked away. It's blocked. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession.
Cavaliers ball.
The Raptors making a switch here.
Substitution for your Raptors. Number 67. Number 5.
Shot clock at 6. They get it back. Goes back up. And he gets it to go.
Number 40. The assist.
Raptors leading by 6. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the wing right side. Clock at 4. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Raptors have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. And the Cavaliers making a change here. And he's good on the second. And he makes all 3. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. 6 to shoot. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Cavaliers with the rebound. .130 left to play here in the second quarter. Fades away. Tries again. No good at the rim.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Over to the left wing. Another steal. .54 seconds left in the second quarter. Five on the clock. And it's denied. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. 6 points for him.
Boy, a strong finish down low. The defense was there, but he was not going to be denied.
To the inside. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
Cavaliers ball. Substitution on the court.
There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Five to shoot. Lets it go. No good there off the double clutch.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And that does it for the first half of play. It's the Raptors up 7. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
14.
Thanks very much. With JB Bickerstaff, coach, what will be the areas of emphasis on defense in the second half?
Well, we got to do a much better job just being physical, fighting them deep down in the post. We got to be very aggressive early, not letting them get deep post catches, make them have to kick the basketball out and not take those easy buckets.
That is doing your work early, and we'll see if you can do it in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They have a nice 7-point lead. Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them, not so much for the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
And Kenny, how do you think the Cavaliers were playing?
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up, as my man used to say, hand down, man down. Oh, you got to get him some help. That pretty much covers everything. I mean, Shaq, you think they played their best?
No way, no way.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Raptor, Use Sandy.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Puts it up from 15. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Cleveland ball.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And he hits the jump shot.
Number 21.
Raptors leading by 5. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
And here are the Raptors now. The Cavaliers making the shot to the middle. He gets that one.
Number 4.
And the Raptors lead by 4.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Cavaliers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Shooting for Cleveland. Number 50. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for. And so he hits both. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. There's the triple. Sinks the triple. He has 5.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Offensive rebound. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Boom, he jams it straight down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Now just a 3-point Raptor lead.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
It remains Toronto ball.
So both teams making some changes here. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
It'll be a Raptors timeout. Make some noise, Toronto. It's time for your North Zone crew.
Down low. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Lays it up and banks it in. Now just a 1-point Raptor lead.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
To the wing on the left. For the lead. To the right side. Six on the shot clock. The second chance effort. The shot, no good.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Raptors foul. Number 4. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Cavaliers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. They grab their own miss. That puts them in the lead.
Number 50.
And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
From about 19 feet, and a little luck that time, but it drops. He's got 5. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Raptors lead by 1. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto.
32. The Cavaliers. 31.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
With 3 quarters in the books. Now is the time to go all the boys you have.
3 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And for Cleveland. Good work there as it goes.
Man, how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
beyond the arc. The shot comes out.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
The Raptors need to get a shot off. And it's blocked. To the inside. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Number 84. And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Toronto calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Got a chance to listen in on Darko Rajakovic during the huddle. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Number 50.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
At the line for Toronto, number 67. 2 shots. 2.
The first one falls. The Raptors making a switch here. Good on both. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Can't cash in from close range.
They came close there to tying it up.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. It's rebounded by Cleveland. The 11-footer, and it's blocked. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
Out of bounds. Cleveland ball.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Picked him clean. Got a hand on it. Out left to the wing. Shoots from 12. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
2 minutes remaining in regulation time.
Let's go. Hits the jump hook.
Timeout, timeout.
And the Raptors lead by 6.
Boy, it doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 6. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Be louder than every person in your section. Yes, sir. It's that simple. Let's hear it, fans.
Moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
1:52 left here in the fourth quarter. Going inside, and he jams it with authority.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Toronto calls timeout. They're ahead by 4. 1:36 left in the fourth. Cavaliers making a switch here.
Number 14.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And he gets the bucket. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
From 15 feet away, second shot opportunity, and it's blocked. .114 left in the fourth quarter. And he makes good on the layup.
Number 67.
And now an 8-point Raptor lead.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
To the left side wing. Shoots from the elbow, and that one, good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And that's an intentional foul.
Number 18. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Number 18. That's his second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Toronto. Number 5.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The three. Offensive rebound. Puts up a deep three. No good there.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And so it's Toronto winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Home on your way out. Drive safe, everyone.